Furious Black. This video is about reasoning with Israel. You know, the ones that's not in the truth yet. You know, you see everything going on. You know, as far as the weather, the wars, the food, Israel coming back as a people. You know, you could tell it's the end of the world, man. You could tell. You can tell. I mean, the scripture says when you see all these things, you know, don't worry. You know, it's still not the end yet. It's the beginning of the end. You know, this is still giving you time to get right with the Most High. You know, and a lot of us is scared. I don't know why people are scared to, you know, get right with the Most High and do what's right. And, you know, I've been thinking, you know, us Israelites, we study, you know, all day, every day. We thinking about the scriptures all day, every day. And every Israelite that's not in the truth, they don't think about the laws of God every single day. They don't think about God judging them every single day. They don't think that, you know, what they're watching on TV might be going against the Most High. They don't think any of this stuff. That's why it's understandable that you guys will keep on sinning and think it's okay to keep sinning, because you don't study the Most High to find out who He is as the Most High, not an individual. That's what I was gonna say. As the Most High, you know, if you go to church every Sunday and you don't go no other days of the week, you don't know what the Most High is about. You know, I know a girl. She'll go to church on a Sunday, and then she'll come back. You know, right after she get back. Church is at 11. She come back at 12:30, whatever time. And I'm like, hey, so what was the pastor talking about? I don't know. I mean, you was just there. What was he saying? I have no clue. He didn't pull out no scriptures or nothing? Yeah, he did. Well, what scriptures he pulled out? I think it was this and that. I don't know. You know, this shows you that people don't really care about the Most High, but they say they do. You know, us Israelites, we study in and out every single day. You see what I'm saying? And that's why we be out here teaching you, because we know the seriousness of who the Most High is. It tells you that in Exodus 15:3 that He's a man of war. He's a man of war. So if this man is a man of war, and you are, you know, saying God loves everybody, and all the prophets in the scriptures is telling you, nah, that's not who He is. All the scriptures is telling you, nah, that's not who He is. Now, there's another law in Israel, out of the mouth of two witnesses. That's how you come to that's how you figure out what's going on, right? Now, if you have Ezekiel and Revelations, which is John, talking about the same thing, Paul and Moses talking about the same thing, that's out of the mouth of two witnesses. That's how we know. That's how we know as Israelites that the scriptures is telling the truth, because these people didn't live in the same time. You get what I'm saying? They didn't live like I'm living now, and then a brother in another Israelite church living now, and he's talking the same thing I'm talking. Nah, it wasn't like that. It was years between it. You see what I'm saying? And half of them probably didn't even read each other's writings. This is how we know. I'm just reasoning with Israel, you know, to understand that it's time to wake up. It's time to come back to the Most High. It's time to make ourselves known, make a presence on the earth to show that the Most High is not a liar. You can find YouTube videos on Black Hebrew Israelites. Half of y'all get scared of Hebrew Israelites because of how they teach on the street. But if you gave us, you know, 10 minutes just to talk to us, you'll see that what we're doing, that spirit that we're in, which is a battle spirit, on the front lines, on these street corners, where people spit on us, throw bottles on at us, call us all types of names. You see us for what, 15 seconds, 15, milliseconds, 10 minutes the most, because you're walking down the street. You don't really pay attention to what we're saying. You just hear what we're saying, and you see people yelling, and we're arguing with other people. We're not arguing with other people. We're correcting other people. It's just like your mom yell at you before you touch the stove. Don't do that. You don't think she hates you. You don't think she disloves you, right? You might cry at first because you don't understand, but your mom understands why you're not to touch that stove. We understand why you're not to eat that pork. We understand why you're supposed to come back to the laws and statutes and understand laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. We understand these things. That's why we yell, and that's why we speak loud so that you can hear us. And then you come at us with your foolishness that some Edomite gave you, that's not even in the scriptures, and you think that we should just sit there and listen to you and say you're right. Why is it wrong that we tell you you're wrong when you're telling us that we're wrong? But you and you have no proof. We take your scriptures and show you what your scriptures mean, and you still don't have no proof of what you're talking about. This is what we don't understand. This is what I don't understand. I mean, the Lord already said have a lot of Israel is not going to make it. Not all Israel is of Israel. You see what I'm saying? But the point of this video is to reason with y'all. Like, look at what's going on in the world. The weathers, the tornadoes, destroying the Midwest. The earthquakes, destroying the world. All these things happening. And you can't follow the Most High? You can't follow the laws and commandments of the Most High? Are they really that hard? Oh, you got to stop eating pork. Oh, you can't tell me to stop eating my pork. That joint good. But it's destroying your body. Getting diabetes. Getting cancer. Getting sick. All type of ailments that we shouldn't be getting because we wouldn't be eating it. I know half of y'all sit home and you talk with your boys when y'all get high. Man, I know there's something else out there. And your brother is telling you, yo, we're Israelites. And you're like, man, get out of here with that. Your cousin telling you, yo, man, this Bible's serious. And you're like, man, get out of here with that. But you with your boy smoking, talking about something. Damn, I know there's something else out there, man. You think there's aliens? We got answers for all that. Aliens. We got answers for all that stuff. Pyramids. We got answers. Where Abraham came from. Where the Bible came from. We got answers. Israelites have the answers. We have the books. We have it all. Now, you tell me, is it worth going to hell? Is it worth going to hell than to listen to a brother speak for 10 minutes to show you who you are? Show you that the Lord loves you more than anything you can understand? Is it hard? 10 minutes? 5 minutes? Just so he can show you a couple of scriptures, show you how in Deuteronomy 28, all those scriptures apply to us. They don't apply to not one other nation, all in its entirety. Altogether, the Chinese people went into slavery, right? But was they chained in yokes around their necks and around their ankles? Was one made 1,000 to flee? Did that happen with any other nation? Was their brother's eye evil towards another brother? Chinese or the Arabs or the white man or the East Indians? All the entirety of the Deuteronomy 28 is on these people, the blacks, Hispanics, and the Native American Indians. This is what it is. This is what it is. And we fight, and we fighting to save your lives, because that's what's commanded of Israel to do. So respect them brothers that's on them street corners in these end days. Inquire of them brothers. Watch YouTube videos. Find them on the internet. Do something, because at the end of the day, they already coming down. Esau already coming down. We telling everybody who they are, where they at, what they doing. They coming down. Not all Esau know what they doing, of course. Just like not all Israel knows that they're Israel yet. Because you all gonna find out. You all gonna find out that you Israel. But the thing is you or are you gonna listen to the Most High? Are you? That's the $1 million question right there. Are you gonna listen to the Most High? Or are you gonna listen to your pork chop eating pastor, man? That's telling you it's okay to be gay. That's telling you it's okay to eat pork. That's telling you all the laws of God is done away with. When Paul tell you it's not, Revelations tell you that the devil came to make war with the children that kept the commandments of the Lord. Revelations tell you, chapter 12, and you still talking about the Lord don't care about the commandments of God. So, when you are ready to wake up, or you are ready to understand that there is more than what you're doing right now, waking up in the morning to support your family, come to the Most High. Come to His chosen people, the prophets, the Israelites that's on these street corners. Don't matter which group it is, because they all work for the Most High. But think about it, man. Think about it. Ukraine, China, not China, Russia. They had war. America telling Russia stop doing this, or we're going to do this. Syria, they been in there. Libya, been there. Iran, ready to get in this fight. Israel don't care what nobody telling them. They ready to fight these Palestinians. You hear people dying all the time. It just didn't come over here to the West yet. Just didn't come over here to the West. The Chinese vowed that the dollar will be destroyed. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Let's wake up, man. Let's stop going to getting together and talking about, oh, this and that. This is the problem with the world. And Donald Sterling and Donald Trump, they talking racist and all this stuff. Yo, who cares, man? Because at the end of the day, it's not the white man that put us in this position, in this predicament, and where we're at in slavery in America. The white man didn't do that. You did that by not listening to the Most High. You did that. Us Israelites put ourselves in that predicament. We did that. So when you realize that it's our fault, then you will realize, yo, it's not about the white man. They just exposing the white man on the street corner. They talk about the white man, because you have to realize, you have to wake up out your sleep and see what this man is doing to you. But it's not about him. It's about you waking up. That's what it's about. And with that, I'm signing off, man. And I want everybody to understand, man, it's time to get up. Israel's going to come together. All of the tribes. All the tribes. All the tribes. And I feel bad for the brothers that left, man, and because they couldn't get answers. You should have just waited a little bit, man. Dan made you leave, man. Dan made you leave. Just because you didn't understand what was going on with Dan, he made you leave. But other than that, man, just remember, man, just wait for your answers. If you got an answer, wait for it. The Lord will give it to you. But all the churches, House of Israel, AOC, House of David, Israelite Church of God in Jesus Christ, ISUBK, GOCC, GMS, all these churches, they coming together, man. We're gonna come together, and we're gonna be an exceeding great army under the Most High. We're gonna be that. We're gonna be that. So just remember, find us, man. Come inquire. Inquire of us what the Lord wants from you. It's not what we want from you, it's what the Lord wants from you. So do what you got to do. Come back to God. Find out Jesus is a black man. And you'll see, man. Alright, with that, we're going to get it done, man. Israel's going to get back together. We're going to get it done. Let's get it done.